This YCN segment is brought to you by New London Hospital, an affiliate of Dartmouth Hitchcock.
YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Ramonto's in Claremont, always fresh, always delicious. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialists. La Valley Building Supply, home improvement and construction from concept to completion. And by Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team and so much more.
Welcome back, YCN Game of the Week. We are set to begin fourth quarter of action. Bellows Falls Terriers leading the Brattleboro Colonels 46-21. Bellows Falls with the ball, second down and 8 from inside the 25-yard line. Pitch to the outside, Clark takes it, doesn't quite get to the corner, but gains a couple yards, and it'll bring up third down and about 5 yards.
YCN is now affiliated with the Heroes and Icons Network, drawing from timeless classics as well as more contemporary TV. All eyes are on H&I.
So 3rd and 4 here for Bellows Falls.
I was a little surprised to still see Shane Clark in on that play. Figured he would be resting by now. But Bob Lockerbie still playing some of his star players. It's just the beginning of the fourth quarter.
They do have their backup quarterback in. He's made a couple snaps. He took over when Cota was hurt, Griffin Warriors, and that'll be a penalty on Bellows Falls, knocking them back, bringing up 3rd and about 9-10 yards. And if you are the Colonels, you would love to come up with a big stop here on 3rd and long and at least force a decision to be made on 4th down by the Terriers. But here comes the 3rd and 9 play. Fake handoff. Man open, completes the pass on the far sideline. And it looks like it's going to be enough for the first down, so nicely done there by Warriors on the completion. First down for the Terriers.
And running back Shane Clark there with the reception, showing he's not just a running back, he can also catch the ball. Pretty versatile back with the Terrier offense.
Yeah, this team is really built to go a long way. They have a lot of weapons. They can, as you said, they can catch the ball out of the backfield. Obviously, they can run it. They've been doing that all night as we see another inside handoff. This one doesn't go for many yards. That one is 44. Spencer Clark. And but defending champs, 1-0 already, looking to go to 2-0 if they can hold the 25-point lead with 10 minutes to go in this one. I'm sure they can, and send their fans away happy. Strong start to a season.
Yeah, absolutely. 46 points so far, threatening for more, and last week putting up 54 against Spalding. Clearly this offense is one of the better groups we'll see in the division.
See if they can get to 54 tonight. Right at 46 now, trying to punch it in, and a offsides penalty on the Colonels. Bring up 2nd and 5. Inside the 10-yard line, ball just across the 10-yard line. Have to get to the 5 for the first down. Clock moving here. Under center, handoff to Clark. And Shane Clark is able to dive forward. And that's going to be enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. So it looks like, although Brattleboro is putting up a good effort. Don't think it's going to be enough to keep this Bellows Falls team out of the end zone. They just continue to move the ball. They have too many weapons and too much offense here tonight.
Yeah, they really do. They have a great running game, and their quarterbacks can throw the ball as well. They're a tough team to defend against.
And Warriors will keep this one. He goes off left tackle, or excuse me, that was Logan Cota back in the game. So Logan Cota comes back in and gets the 4-yard touchdown run.
Another 50-point game for this Terrier offense, just looking really good. I don't believe they've had any turnovers here tonight. You know, they forced a couple against Brattleboro, but the offense really looking strong.
And those were some key turnovers as we see the extra point up, no good. So that'll keep them at 52-21. 8:59 to play. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Harris Family Furniture in Plymouth, Laconia, and Chichester.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. This game competitive for a little while, but obviously Bellows Falls the better team as we expected, and they've kind of pulled away in this one.
Yeah, they have, and really their offense couldn't be contained for too long. We saw in the first half they were able to score pretty easily, and here in the second half even more so. But yeah, this Bellows Falls offense, back-to-back 50-point weeks, that's not easy to do. Got to give credit to them. They're a scary team in Division II, maybe championship favorites again.
And the Bellows Falls Terriers kick off as we come back from the 52-21 lead. Bellows Falls with a 4-yard touchdown run. That was Logan Cota before the break, and then missed extra point. The kick will be spotted at the 25-yard line, where Brattleboro will take over, trying to answer the touchdown, as they did last time Bellows Falls scored. Tyler Millerick still in the game, in the shotgun, with Frost to his left, and then Frost comes around to the right, takes the pitch, tries to get outside, but nicely done, wrapped up by Clark, Shane Clark, 22, tackling 22, and not much of a gain, if anything, for the Colonels.
Today's game is being brought in part by Ramontos in Claremont. Always fresh, always delicious.
So 2nd and 10, maybe 2nd and 11. Millerick in the shotgun, he'll drop back, fakes the pass, and the cornerback bit hard on the pump fake, and wide open is Kyle DeRoja, and he's able to come down with it.
Yeah, nice move by DeRoja there, and looked like the throw might have even been a little underthrown. DeRoja had to come back for that one, but still that move gave him the space he needed. We've seen Millerick really air the ball out a few times here tonight, and he's got a good arm. Been a little inaccurate at times, but can definitely throw the ball down the field.
Very nice play there. The inside pitch goes to Chris Carroll, and he breaks it up the middle, but the ball is on the ground, fumbled right to the Bellows Falls defender. Number 12 picks it up. Griffin Warriors, the backup QB, and it's Terrier football. Just like that, the drive is snuffed out.
Yeah, looks to be about the end of the road here for the Colonels. Still just under 8 minutes left to go, but you're down 31 points. Really, Bellows Falls on both sides of the ball looked good here tonight.
And the referees are discussing this. I think they're discussing, did he fumble it before he hit the ground? And they're going to say that he was down before fumbling it, because the refs ruled 2nd down and Brattleboro football. So scratch that. They keep possession, 2nd and 5.
I think everyone's a little confused here.
And Bellows Falls wants a timeout. So it's 7:58 to go in the game. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Inside 8 minutes to play here. Westminster, Vermont. Hadley Field, home of the Bellows Falls Terriers. They lead 52-21, and penalty flag flies before the play. That'll be a false start on the Colonels. That'll move them back 5 yards. That'll knock them back to, looks to be the 43-yard line. They'll bring up 2nd and 8. Trying one last ditch effort here. Millerick in the shotgun. Man goes in motion. That's Carroll. Millerick hands it off to Frost, spins away from one defender, and he breaks to the corner. He's got some room past the first down marker. And a nice job there by Chris Frost, the sophomore running back.
Yeah, nice run there by Frost. He's had a number of those tonight. You got to credit the Colonels. They're probably not going to win this game, but their offense still going strong, trying to make good plays. Not giving up, making the Terriers work for it. It's not easy to do down by this many points, but doing a nice job so far.
And a quick pass out to DeRoja, and completion there, gains 1.5 yards. And you're right, they are playing hard till the final whistle, even being down almost the entire game after the 7-0 lead. Bellows Falls comes back, gets the touchdown, but the fake extra point is not converted. It's 7-6, and then after that it was basically all Terriers, as they now lead 52-21 inside 7 minutes to play. Millerick in the shotgun. Carroll behind him.
Ooh.
Millerick will keep it himself, cuts back inside, slides forward, but not before he gets the first down, and all of a sudden, Brattleboro inside the red zone, and they're in business trying to score again.
Yeah, nice little fake pitch out there. Then coming back and running straight up the middle for a good gain. See if the Colonels can punch another one in here.
Millerick with a quick pass on the right flat. Completed and extended forward for about 4 or 5 yards. And Andrew, if you're the Bellows Falls coach, you can't really be happy about this. I mean, you were up at one point, I believe, 32 points, and obviously still up 31, but when you score with 5:38 to go in the third quarter to go up 32, you've really not played that great since then.
Right, yeah, and the Colonels have definitely been able to move the ball forward. And
here's Millerick being chased out of the pocket, has a man. Frost catches it, and he comes down in the end zone. Touchdown.
Nice play there. Millerick rolling out to his right and finding Frost, he was defended but had some space to make that catch. Nice job by the Colonels. Looks like they're going to put up 28 points at least here tonight against the defending champs. It's not easy to do. Still down by double digits, but showing the Terriers what their football program is all about.
And this time they'll go for 2. Millerick in the shotgun. Frost behind him. He'll drop back. Rolling out to his right. Has a man, and Carroll comes down with the conversion. Chris Carroll, and that'll cut it to a 23-point game, 52-29. So 5:41 to play here. Bellows Falls leading 52-29. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by La Valley Building Supply and Middleton Building Supply.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. 5:41 to play. Terriers on top of the Colonels, 52-29, but a nice touchdown there and the 2-point conversion for the Colonels to cut it to 23, a 3-score game. Looks like they will go for the onside kick here as they're probably their only chance of coming back, and kick is away, but it is fielded cleanly at the 49-yard line by the Terriers, and they'll take over.
Today's game is being brought in part by Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team and so much more. Thank all of our advertisers for their support. This game much different than last week's game, Jeremy. Ton of offensive touchdowns here. Last week there was only one offensive touchdown.
That's right.
Against Newport, 14-12 game. Mostly a defensive effort, but here, both teams not having too much trouble scoring, especially not the Terriers.
So from the 49-yard line, Bellows Falls takes over. 5:40 to go. They'll keep it on the ground. Quick handoff there. Gets to the 49-yard line of the Colonels, just across the 50. Not much gain there. Bring up second and about 8. So another injury timeout on the field. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Mount Sunapee Resort. Fun for all seasons.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Bellows Falls football across the 50-yard line. Second down and along 8 yards. Warriors in with the handoff and plunging forward for about 4 yards is the ball carrier Spencer Clark, bringing up third down and 6.
Today's game is being brought in part by Ramontos in Claremont. Always fresh, always delicious.
So third down and 5 or about 6 yards for Bellows Falls. Clock moving inside 4.5 minutes. Handoff, and that ball goes up the middle. McGregor Vancourt, and that's going to be close. I don't think that he'll get it. It'll be 4th and short, I'd imagine. Probably go for it here and try and move the chains. Griffin Warriors coming back on the field. And he will go under center. 3 running backs behind him. Inside 4 minutes now. First down here would be huge. Keeps that clock moving for another couple minutes. Fake handoff. He's going to keep it himself. He's got room. He has the edge. Wants to be careful to stay in bounds and keep the clock moving. He does. First down for the Terriers.
Today's coverage is being brought in part by Echo Communications. Call them for all of your printing needs, and thank all of our advertisers for their support.
So 1st and 10 now inside the 35-yard line. Hand off to Clark up the middle. Again, half a dozen yards on first down. 3 minutes to play here. So Spencer Clark, a big night for him. Shane Clark as well. Clock moving, 2nd and 3. Got to imagine Bellows Falls picks up another first down. This game will be over.
Yeah, I would think so. They would definitely kneel the ball after that.
Inside handoff, and he is wrapped up. Not able to get too much past the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a timeout on the field. So Brattleboro wants to try and get the ball back, so they'll call a timeout. 3rd down and short, 2:17 to go. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Lake Sunapee Visiting Nurse Association and Hospice.
Welcome back, YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. 2:17 to play, and a dive on 3rd and short, by Warriors, the QB, and he's able to convert their first down in 2 minutes, 2:15 to play, and you got to think that's probably going to do it, just trying to tally up the scoring. There's been a lot of scoring. Like you said, a lot different than last week. Last week only 26 points total, and we had that total beat shortly into the second quarter with a total now of 81 points. So quite a high-scoring affair by both teams. Obviously, Bellows Falls, a big 52-point output, and they'll kneel that down, and that will keep the clock moving. Nothing that Brattleboro can do now.
So I think now is a good time to talk about our HR Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat player of the game. And you got to give that one to Logan Cota, the Bellows Falls quarterback. He was responsible for 5 touchdowns tonight, 3 rushing, 2 through the air. He also had an interception playing defense. So he had a big night leading this Terrier offense as they put up 52 points. He looked really good, so congrats to him on being the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat player of the game.
So 30 seconds to go. This will do it. 3rd down and 14 to go, where they will just snap the ball about 20 seconds, take a step back, kneel it down, and this one is over. So 52-29, the final score here from Hadley Field in Westminster, Vermont. Bellows Falls continues their defense of the championship with a 2-0 start to the season. Brattleboro falls to 0-2. Andrew, quick thoughts on the game here tonight?
Yeah, so really the Colonels came into this game as the underdog, but started off the game with a nice passing touchdown. It looked good early on, but the Terriers, the defending Division II champions, just could not be stopped. Their offense was too strong. Their defense also came up with a number of turnovers.
Yeah, just too much tonight for the Colonels to stop. So thanks to everyone for tuning in on Facebook. Facebook Live, we're trying to do that every game this season. Next week we will be back. St. Johnsbury at Middlebury. We'll stay on this side of the river before we go back to New Hampshire for Hanover at Lebanon the following week. So the final score here for the final time, Bellows Falls 52, Brattleboro 29. Thanks to Greg and Alex. For Andrew Zerhide, I'm Jeremy Stout. Thanks for watching the YCN Game of the Week.
YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Ramonto's in Claremont, always fresh, always delicious. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialists. La Valley Building Supply, home improvement and construction from concept to completion. And by Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team and so much more.